see the question paper, beta. First, let us try to read the question paper. First question is percentage error. That means it belongs to your errors concept. Units and dimensions and errors. Question number 2, you see the displacement time graph of a particle. This belongs to your kinematics. Next one is with a normal reaction, that is Newton's laws of motion. The next one is your coefficient of friction F. Bullet is moving at the speed, how many plus distance, work, power, energy, question. A vehicle is moving with a velocity v on a curved path. That means this is your circular motion. Position of center of mass. So this is your center of mass position. The radius of the earth. The question number 8 is from gravitation. I'm just trying to read the question paper first. Circular flow is right on the surface, thin wire floating on the surface, the surface tension. This is from your surface tension chapter. Excess pressure. This is also from your surface tension chapter, fluid mechanics. This is from your heat transfer. Then rotational kinetic energy. This is from your kinetic theory of your gases, or I can say from thermodynamics or heat. And this one is also from your heat. And this one is your SHM. Directly by seeing question you can see. And this is from your sound waves, Doppler effect. Then this is from your electrostatics. Then spherical surface electric lines. This one is also electrostatics. This one is also electrostatics. And this one is your current electricity. This one is your magnetic effects of your current. Magnetic effects of your current. Then current line, this one is also your magnetic effects of current. This one is also magnetic effects of current. Solenoid. Time constant, this is your EMI, I can say. Time constant is given. There is nothing but of your EMI, self-inductance. This one is also from your EMI. This is from your AC. This one is also from your AC. The ozone layer of atmosphere, this is from your electromagnetic waves. This is from your optics. And this question, the path difference, this is from your wave optics. This one is also from your wave optics. This is your modern physics. Kinetic theory of electrons, this one is also modern physics. 33, this is also modern physics. This is your semiconductors and devices. This one is also semiconductors and devices. Then each of the following set have the dimension. This is your units and dimensions. This is from your kinematics, again projectiles. This is from your rotational mechanics. Question number spear slipping. This is also from rotational mechanics. This is from your gravitation. We can do the gravitation questions. And this one is your heat. This also we can do. This is from your heat. This also we can do. Then this is from your sound waves. This also we can do. Question number, this is your electrostatics. Then internal energy, thermally insulated coil of resistance carrying change in internal energy after 5 minutes. Coil of resistance, this we can do with a heat and current electricity concept. 46, an electric field, this is your electrostatics. Then this one is your optics. Ratio of maximum to minifying power, this is also optics. This is your nuclear physics. And this is your semiconductors and devices. Okay. So what are the questions we can do is, we are doing the questions only from the modern physics, heat and thermodynamics, gravitation, units and dimensions part. Okay. So let's see first question right now for me. What is the percentage error in the measurement of your time period of a simple pendulum if maximum error in the measurement of the L and G is given for me as 2% and as well as of your 4%? Can anyone give me the answer for this one, beta? Can anyone give me the answer? Time period relation is asking. Time period relation, T is equals to 2 pi under root of your L divided by G. So this 4 marks must be in your pocket at any time. So error, if I'm writing delta T by your T will be equal to your half into your delta L by your L plus of your half into your delta G by your G. So that will be equal to your, this value is equals to your half into percentage error in the L and G are given as of your 2%. So this will be equal to your half into 2 plus of your half into this one is 4%. You multiply it with your 100, that will give me the percentage. So A2 chala gaya, 2 ones are 2 twos. Obviously it is your 2%. So this will be equal to 1 plus 2. So this will be equal to 3%. Third option will be the answer. So 4 marks pakka in our pocket. Chalo. Question number 6 also I'm leaving. I'm trying to do the direct the question from your ग्रेविटेशन। ठीक है, देखो बेटा ग्रेविटेशन का क्वेश्चन देख लीजिए। इफ रेडियस ऑफ द अर्थ डिक्रीजेस बाय 1% but its mass remains constant, then the value of acceleration due to gravity on Earth's surface will be equal to how much? You should know the formula for the g value on the surface of the Earth, beta. Small g is equals to capital G, capital M divided by r square. If capital M is a constant, g is also your constant right now for this one. So I can write the error for this one. Delta g by your g will be equal to minus of 2 times of your delta r divided by r, isn't it? So if I'm writing in terms of percentage, delta g by your g into your 100, that will be equal to your minus of your 2 into this one is delta r by your r into your 100, isn't it? So that is equals to minus 2 into this one is how much error right now? Radius has been decreased by 1%, so it is 1%. So that will come out for me a 2% positive value. So increases by 2%, decreases by 2%, increases by 1%, decreases by 1%. Obviously, it will be increasing because we got the answer in terms of positive. Be a little bit careful, better with such type of questions. Then next one. This is surface tension. Surface tension का भी question कर सकते हैं directly formula based. A circular frame made up of 20 centimeters. This is your circular frame made up of 20 centimeter long wire is floating on the surface of water, and it is floating on the surface of your water. Surface tension they require T value of 79 per centimeter. Calculate the required force to separate this frame from the water. Yani you are pulling it here with certain amount of a thread in the upward direction. In all the directions, it is there right now. The force will be surface tension is equals to your F by your L. So it is equals to your F by your L. So circular frame has two surfaces better. So it is your 2 into your 2 pi r. That means this will become for me 4 pi r. So force will be equal to how much for me? F is equals to T into 4 pi into r. सर्कुलर फ्रेम बोला है बेटा, खाली सर्कुलर रिंग होता है तो 2 pi r होता है, फेयर में है ना तो इससे 2 मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं. Is it clear? Is it clear? Circular wire has a 20 centimeter long thin wire. यानी 2 pi r is equals to your L है. तो 2 pi r मतलब this can be written as of your 2 times of your L. Length दे रखा है ना बेटा. So that is equals to your T into 2 into surface tension is given for me. Length is also given for me in the problem. So पूरे values डाल दीजिए, will get the answer for that. Answer to this value directly. तो ये देख लीजिए surface tension की value दे रखी कितनी है 70. Times में रख रहा हूँ answer 2 into length will be equal to 20. So 7 2 is 14, 14 2 is 28. Yani 2800 dynes will be the answer. Directly formula based. ठीक है. चल next one. The excess pressure inside a spherical drop of water is 4 times that of the another drop of water. The respective masses will be equal to how much? I already told you this relations beta. What is the relation between the mass and excess pressure? Excess pressure inside the spherical drop बोला है, isn't it 4 times? So pressure का formula क्या है बेटा? Excess pressure inside the liquid drop is how much? 2T by R. So bubble के लिए 4T by R. Clear? So excess pressure is how much for me? This one he has given in the problem. I'll try to write this one. Yeah. Excess pressure is equals to P1 is equals to 4 times of your P2. That means this is a 2T divided by R is equals to 4 into your 2T divided by your R dash. 2T will get cancelled. So R dash will become for me 4 times of R. Yani R will be equal to your R dash divided by 4. Now is asking the mass. Mass is equals to volume into density. So volume बोले तो 4 by 3 pi into R cube. Spherical में होता है ना बेटा. Mass is equals to volume into density. Isn't it? So how is mass related to the radius? Please try to mute yourself better. डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला बेस्ड ऑप्शन बेटा, मास इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू योर आर क्यूब, ठीक है। चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 11, this is a good question again. The temperature of two outer surface of a composite slab containing two materials have the coefficient of thermal conductivities K and as well as of your 2K, यानी इसका thermal conductivity K है और इसका 2K है और इसका thickness X है और इसका 4X है respectively T2 and T1. So इसका temperature T2, इसका temperature T1, T2 is greater than T1. The rate of the heat transfer through the slab in steady state is given by A into T2 minus T1 into K divided by X into F, with F is equals to how much? कोई कर सकता है इसको? कौन सा कॉम्बिनेशन है बेटा? साइड बाय साइड है तो ऑब्वियसली सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन है। इन सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन के इक्विवेलेंट विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच? के इक्विवेलेंट विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच बेटा? इसका लेंथ हो गया L1 प्लस L2 डिवाइडेड बाय योर, ये हो गया L1 बाय योर K1 प्लस ऑफ योर L2 डिवाइडेड बाय K2 थर्मल कंडक्टिविटी का। तो L1 की वैल्यू है x और a की वैल्यू कितनी है यहाँ पर? 4x divided by L1 is nothing but of your x, K1 is nothing but K plus this one is of your 4x divided by 2K. तो ये कितना बन जाएगा बेटा? 5 into your x, so it will be your 4x plus this one, this is nothing but of your 5, K ऊपर चले जाएगा 5K divided by 3. Okay, so rate of heat flow पूछ रहा है, so dq divided by your dt, thermal conductivity का फॉर्मूला temperature difference delta theta divided by your K equivalent or R equivalent लिख सकते हैं बस। So this will be your R equivalent. Done बेटा? So what do you write the value of R equivalent? Temperature difference कितना है मेरे पास यहाँ पर? T2 minus of your T1 divided by R equivalent. R equivalent is equals to R is equals to how much for me बेटा? L by K equivalent, isn't it? Into your area of cross section ये। So L की वैल्यू कितनी दे रखी है यहाँ पर? Total length is nothing but equal to how much? 5 into your x divided by K equivalent. K equivalent is how much for me? 5K divided by your 3. ये हो गया 5K divided by 3 into your area of cross section, that is nothing but ये, ठीक है ना? तब ये पूरा ऊपर चले जाएगा, देख लीजिए कितना आ रहा है? dq divided by your dt will be equal to your, ये हो गया 5K divided by 3 into this one is a T2 minus of T1 into area of cross section will also go up divided by 5 times of your x. तो f की वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी बेटे? ये वाला चले गया, तो दिस वैल्यू यहाँ पर f के बॉस में, ये k यहाँ पर है, सो यहाँ पर एरिया भी है, तो बचा f की जगह क्या होना चाहिए? 1/3. So f value from this one will be equal to how much? 1/3. This will be the answer. Fourth one. चलो, very good. Question number 12. I hope everyone can do this one. The translational kinetic energy of the molecule of 1 mole of diatomic gas is U is equals to 5N kT divided by 2. Molecules के लिए पूछा है. The value of the molar specific heat will be equal to your how much for me? The value of your molar specific heat. So degrees of freedom कितना है बेटा diatomic gas के लिए? What type of a gas it is बेटा? 1 mole of your diatomic gas. For degree of freedom for the diatomic gas is how much for me? 5. So Cv is equals to your F by 2 into your R. यानी this will become for me 5R by 2. Cp will be equal to how much beta? Cp will be equal to how much for me? Cv plus of your R. Cp minus Cv. So ये हो गया 5R divided by 2 plus R. तो ये हो गया 7R divided by 2. This will be the answer. Direct question. चलिए. Question number 13 also you can do. If the heat of 110 joule is added to a gaseous system and the change in internal energy is 40 joules, then the amount of the work done will be equal to how much? First law of thermodynamics, beta. First law of thermodynamics says that dq is equals to your du plus of your dw. Again, if the heat of 110 joule is added to a gaseous system, the change in internal energy is 40 joule. Amount of work done, yani he is asking the value of your w. कितना आएगा? dq कितना दे रखा है बेटा? 110. That is equals to and internal energy is added to the system, यानी ये हो जाएगा change in internal energy is 40 plus of your dw. So dw will be equal to how much better? 110 minus of your 40. So that will be equal to your 70 joules. Second option. Chaliye. Next one. 14th one देख लीजिए. I hope everyone can give this answer. These two are in which combination बेटा? Red pen से लिख लेता हूँ. These two are in which combination? Parallel combination. This one is also a parallel combination. This one is your parallel. This one is also your parallel. These two are in your series combination. These two are also in the series combination. Isn't it? तो ये कितना हो जाएगा बेटा यहाँ पर? K1 plus K2. K equivalent इसका कितना हो जाएगा? इसका K equivalent will be equal to your K1 plus K2. इसका K और K है तो K equivalent will become for me 2K. Isn't it? और इसका देख लिया बेटा, दिस आर इन द पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन सीरीज में, मतलब ये कितना हो जाएगा? 1 by K effective will be equal to your 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. यानी K effective will be equal to your how much? K1 K2 divided by K1 plus K2 आएगा. इसके लिए भी इतना ही हो जाएगा. This will be K effective is equals to this one is K into K square divided by 2K. यानी K gets cancelled. This is your K divided by 2 इसका लिए. Isn't it? तो इसके लिए टाइम पीरियड का फॉर्मूला क्या है बेटा? किसी को याद है टाइम पीरियड का फॉर्मूला? टाइम पीरियड विद द मास विल बी T is equals to 2 pi under root of your M by K equivalent. तो फर्स्ट वन के लिए अगर K equivalent लिख रहा हूँ तो दिस विल बी K1 plus K2. यानी ये शुड बैलेंस विद योर T. यानी ये मस्ट बैलेंस योर S. देख लिए A के लिए S है क्या? A के लिए S एक ही ऑप्शन दिख रहा है तो मैं डायरेक्टली लिख सकता हूँ, बाकी के करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है मुझे. बेसिकली टाइम सेव हो जाएगा. Isn't it? चलिए, वेरी गुड. Next one. A train is moving at 30 meters per second in the still air. The frequency of the locomotive whistle is 800 hertz and the speed of the sound is 345. The apparent wavelength of the sound in front of and behind the locomotive will be equal to your how much? Okay. A train is moving at 30 meters per second in still water. The frequency of locomotive whistle is 500 hertz and the speed of sound is 345. The apparent wavelength of the sound in front of and behind the locomotive will be equal to your how much? In front matlab in the direction of the light na beta. So when it is moving in the front direction, lambda 1 will be equal for me V minus Vs divided by your fundamental frequency n. उसी तरह से when it is moving away, that means when it is behind the locomotive, it will be V plus of your Vs divided by your n. तो first one के लिए velocity of your sound कितना है बेटा? Speed of sound is 345 minus the train is been moving with your speed of your 30 divided by frequency is nothing but of your 500. So this will be equal to your 315 divided by your 500. तो कितना आ रहा देख लीजिए, ये वाला भी उतना ही 345 plus 30 divided by 500. डॉपलर इफेक्ट का फॉर्मूला बेटा याद है? डॉपलर इफेक्ट का फॉर्मूला n dash is equals to your n into your V minus V naught divided by V minus Vs. And wavelength का formula V is equals to n into lambda. So lambda is equals to V by your n, isn't it? So lambda dash will be equal to your V divided by your n dash. Again, so n dash will be equal to how much for me beta? N dash will be equal to your V by lambda dash, that is equals to n is equals to your V by lambda into your ये हो गया मेरे पास V minus velocity of your observer is at your rest locomotive divided by V minus of Vs. तो यहाँ पर ये वाला और ये वाला चले गया. So it is 1 by lambda dash is equals to your lambda divided by your कितना यहाँ पर ये रह जाएगा तो this one will get cancelled. So it is your V by lambda. So it is V divided by lambda into V minus Vs. तो lambda dash निकाला मैंने, तो lambda dash will be equal to your lambda into V minus Vs divided by your V. So lambda by your V will give me what beta? 1 by n. तो ये हो गया V minus Vs divided by n. कहाँ से आया फॉर्म? ठीक है, in terms of wavelength second option आ रहा है. ओके चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन बेटा. ये तो इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स है, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स का क्वेश्चन मैं नहीं कर रहा, आप लोग देख लीजिए एक बार. देन करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का भी एक बार आप लोग देख लीजिए, दैट आल्सो यू कैन डू इट आउट. दिस इज मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट्स, देन EMI, देन AC है, उसके बाद इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव, उसके बाद ऑप्टिक्स का क्वेश्चन है. ऑप्टिक्स का क्वेश्चन कर सकते हैं क्या? देख लीजिए बेटा, शिफ्ट का प्रॉब्लम है. डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला, the image of a point P when viewed from the top of your slab. यहाँ से जब दे रहे हो there is a shift because of the two slabs. 2 स्लैब्स के लिए जब शिफ्ट हो रहा है तो कैसे लिखोगे, S is equals to your S1 plus of your S2. शिफ्ट का फॉर्मूला क्या है बेटा, S is equals to your T into your 1 minus of 1 by mu. याद है फ्रॉम रिलेटिव आंसर जब देख रहे हैं तो फर्स्ट वन का मान के चलिए थिकनेस T1 है इंटू 1 माइनस 1 by your mu1 प्लस ये हो जाएगा सेकंड वाले का थिकनेस T2 इंटू 1 माइनस ऑफ 1 by your mu2. तो फर्स्ट वाले का थिकनेस कितना दे रखा है प्रॉब्लम में 1.5 इंटू 1 माइनस ये हो गया 1.5 प्लस T2 का नेक्स्ट वाले का थिकनेस कितना दे रखा है, इसका भी थिकनेस 1.5 दे रखा है. सो इट इज 1.5 इंटू 1 माइनस ऑफ योर 1.5. तो ये कितना आ जाएगा बेटा 1.5 मतलब 3/2. तो ये हो जाएगा मेरे पास 0.5, तो ये भी हो जाएगा 0.5. दैट मींस दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 1 सेंटीमीटर अबव, because when you see anything from the relative density it appears to be raised above, and it appears to be 1 centimeter above the point P. Direct question. 29 तो पक्का करना वाला क्वेश्चन है बेटा. Path difference between two wavefronts emitted from the coherent source is 2.11. Path difference मतलब delta x. Delta x की वैल्यू दे रखा है 2.1 माइक्रोमीटर. Phase difference between the 2 points. Phase difference मतलब delta phi. Delta phi is equals to 7.692 times of pi. Wavelength of light emitted by the source will be equal to how much? Phase difference का फॉर्मूला याद है आप लोगों को, delta phi is equals to 2 pi by lambda into your delta x. पूछ रहा क्या वहां पर वेवलेंथ यानी लैम्बडा को लेके जाओ. लैम्बडा इज इक्वल्स टू योर 2 पाई इनटू योर डेल्टा एक्स डिवाइडेड बाय योर डेल्टा फाई. सो दैट इज इक्वल्स टू योर 2 पाई इनटू डेल्टा एक्स की वैल्यू है 2.1 माइक्रोमीटर्स में बेसिकली दिस वन, यानी दिस विल बी इनटू 10 टू द पावर ऑफ -6 डिवाइडेड बाय दिस वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच बेटा, पाई की वैल्यू कितनी है 9, 7.692 टाइम्स ऑफ योर पाई. ठीक है ना, ये देख लो कितना आ रहा, दैट विल गिव मी द आंसर फॉर दिस. ठीक है, ओके, दिस विल बी अप्रोक्सीमेटली कितना आ रहा 5460 into 10 power -10 meters and yeah, Armstrongs. This will be the answer. Next one. Diffraction effects are easily observable for microwaves, sound waves, radio waves, all of this. देखिए बेटा डाइफ्रैक्शन के लिए साइज ऑफ योर अपर्चर मस्ट बी कंपेरेबल टू द साइज ऑफ द वेवलेंथ ऑफ लाइट. obstacle और अपर्चर ऑफ द साइज मस्ट बी इक्वल टू द साइज ऑफ योर वन, यानी पूरे माइक्रोवेव्स के भी छोटे, साउंड वेव्स भी छोटे, रेडियो वेव्स भी छोटे, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू ऑल आई कैन राइट फॉर दिस. 31 इज अगेन 30 कर लिया अपन, 31 भी कर लेंगे, 29 भी कर लिए, देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 28 भी कर लिए. चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 31. According to Einstein's photoelectric equation, the plot of kinetic energy of the emitted photoelectron from a metal versus frequency of incident radiation gives a straight line whose slope is equals to how much? I hope everyone can give me the answer for this one. जल्दी बताइए स्लोप क्या देगा. Einstein's photoelectric equation में the plot of kinetic energy of emitted photoelectrons from a metal versus your frequency will give me what? Planck's constant. Direct question. Is same for all the metals and independent of your intensity of radiation. That will be equal to your Planck's constant. Fourth one. H value देगा ना बेटा. Kinetic energy will be, क्योंकि energy is equals to your work function plus of your kinetic energy. ठीक है ना, आराम से निकल जाएगा. The next one. Question number 32. The kinetic energy of the electron and proton is 10 power -32 joules. Then the relation between the de Broglie wavelength will be equal to how much? De Broglie wavelength in terms of energy का फॉर्मूला बेटा lambda is equals to your h divided by under root of your 2 times of your total energy, isn't it? E की वैल्यू दे रखा है मेरे पास 10 to the power of -32 joule, which is a constant for both the particles. जितने भी particles लेंगे that will be constant. Kinetic energy of your electron ले रखा है, proton ले रखा है, इसके लिए 10 to the power of -32 joules, which is a constant for both the particles. क्योंकि lambda is right now inversely proportional to root of your m, isn't it? So mass of your proton will be greater than mass of your electron. So I can say that wavelength of the proton will be lesser than wavelength of your electron. So first option will be the answer. Good question. Question number 33 again good question. The ratio of ionization energy of the Bohr's hydrogen atom and Bohr's hydrogen like lithium atom will be equal to how much? Ionization energy का formula E is equals to 13.6 into Z square. अगर माइनस आ गया तो that will give me the general energy. So energy of your hydrogen divided by ionization energy of your lithium will be equal to your atomic number of your hydrogen divided by atomic number of your lithium का whole square. यानी that will be equal to your 1/3 का whole square, यानी 1/9. 1:9. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन, बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन था वैसे. ठीक है, चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 34 सेमीकंडक्टर डिवाइस अभी मैंने किया है, अभी नहीं किया। ज़ीनॉट डायोड है नेक्स्ट वाला, ये भी अपन ने नहीं किया। नेक्स्ट वन देख लीजिए, क्वेश्चन नंबर 36। आई होप क्वेश्चन नंबर 36 कर सकते हो आप लोग। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सेट हैव द डिफरेंट डायमेंशंस पूछ रहा है। प्रेशर, यंग्स मॉडुलस है, ईएमएफ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस है, हीट, वर्क एंड एनर्जी। बताइए क्या होगा। सीधे यहाँ पर देखिए, एनर्जी के लिए, वर्क के लिए, हीट के लिए, सबके लिए सेम डायमेंशन रहेगा, दैट इज ml² T⁻²। ईएमएफ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस एंड इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल इसके लिए भी सेम रहेगा। प्रेशर, यंग्स मॉडुलस एंड स्ट्रेस इसके लिए सेम होगा। डाइपोल मोमेंट एंड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड विल बी ओनली डिफरेंट। फोर्थ ऑप्शन विल बी द आंसर फॉर दिस। ठीक है। ईएमएफ के लिए कितना आ जाएगा बेटा? ईएमएफ के लिए, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस के लिए, पूरों के लिए इट इज ml² T⁻² डिवाइडेड बाई एम्पियर इंटू योर टी। प्रेशर वगैरह के लिए, इन सभी के लिए डायमेंशन इज योर ml⁻⁻1 T⁻²। एंड एनर्जी के लिए ml² T⁻²। इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड के लिए और डाइपोल मोमेंट के लिए डिफरेंट हो जाएगा। इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड मतलब क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? F is equals to your electric field. F is equals to your how much will be? F is equals to E into Q. Electric field is equals to force divided by Q. Force is equals to how much will be? ml⁻⁻2 divided by charge. Charge is equals to how much will be? I into T. यानी A into T ऐसा कुछ बनेगा। डाइपोल मोमेंट के लिए भी सेम रहेगा। नेक्स्ट वन इज काइनेमेटिक्स, ये अपन छोड़ दे रहे हैं। रोटेशनल मैकेनिक्स है नेक्स्ट वन। चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 39 भी छोड़ रहा हूँ। 40 वी कैन डू बेटा। At what height above the surface of the earth the value of the G decreases by 2% part of relation? करके बताइए जल्दी। At what height above the surface of the earth G value decreases by 2%? Very small height के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या है बेटा? G at a certain height will be equal to G into 1 minus 2h divided by radius of the earth. G dash is equal to how much for me बेटा? 0.2% of your G, and it is 9.8 times of your G. So G at your certain height की value इतनी दे रखा है, so it is 1 minus of your this one, and G dash by G can be written as of 0.98 बेटा, इधर आ गया तो this is 0.98 will be equal to 1 minus 2h divided by radius of earth, and 2h divided by radius of the earth will be 0.02. So h value will be equal to how much better? 0.01 times of radius of earth, and this will be 0.01 into radius of earth is 6,400 kilometers. So that will be 64 kilometers. Second option. Question number 41. A black body is at a temperature 5760 Kelvin. The energy of radiation emitted by a body at a wavelength 250 nanometer is U1, at a wavelength 500 nanometer is U2, and at 1000 nanometer is U3. Wings constant there are 2.88 into 10 power 6 nanometer Kelvin. Which of the following is of your correct? Wings displacement law का फॉर्मूला लगा लीजिए, lambda m is equals to your p by t. b की वैल्यू दे रखा है, टेम्परेचर अपने को दे रखा है कितना? 5760. ये देख लीजिए कितना आ रहा, दैट विल गिव मी द आंसर। ये हो गया मेरे पास 2.88 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by 5760. ये देख लीजिए कितना आ रहा, ये आएगा अपने पास अप्रोक्सीमेटली 500 नैनोमीटर, and in given condition में U2 will be the maximum. So obviously I can say that U2 is equals to your maximum. Yani U2 will be greater than U1 and U2 will also be greater than of your U3. So fourth option. 42. An ideal gas expands in such a way that PV square is equals to constant throughout the process. The graph of TV graph is a parabola. The graph of TV graph is a straight line. Such an expansion is possible only while heating. Such an expansion is possible only with your cooling. देखो यहाँ पर इक्वेशन क्या दे रखा है? TV square is equals to your constant. P को in terms of temperature लिख लो बेटा, is T by V into your V square is equals to your constant. यानी this will become for me TV is equals to your constant. यानी T is inversely proportional to volume. यानी अगर वॉल्यूम बढ़ा तो टेम्परेचर विल बी डिक्रीजिंग, अगर टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज हो रहा है तो इट विल बी योर कूलिंग इफेक्ट. Such expansion is only possible with your cooling. क्योंकि अगर वॉल्यूम बढ़ रहा है तो टेम्परेचर घटेगा, टेम्परेचर घट रहा है तो इट इज गेटिंग कूल. ठीक है. चलो. String is stretched between fixed points separated by 75 centimeter. It is observed to have a resonant frequency of 420 hertz and 315 hertz. There are no other resonant frequencies between these two. The lowest resonant frequency for this one will be equal to how much? Okay, 720 है, 350 है, length दे रखा है. So fundamental frequency will be equal to your P plus 1 frequency minus of your fifth frequency. And this one is 420 minus 315. दोनों का difference. So that will be equal to 105 hertz. So 105 hertz will be present in between that. Direct question. Then 45 is your heat question. Here 45 we can do it out. A rigid container with thermally insulated wall contains coil of resistance 1000 ohms carrying a current of 1 ampere. Change in internal energy will be equal to how much? Okay, this is current electricity का question है बताइए. फिर भी मैं फॉर्मूला लिखता हूँ. हीट का फॉर्मूला आपको याद होगा. H is equals to your I square R into your D. फॉर्मूला यूज कर लो, आराम से आ जाएगा. Then the next one is your electrostatics. Then optics का question है. optics का question आप आराम से कर सकते हैं. And देखो बेटा, a triangular prism of glass is being shown in the figure. A ray is incident normally on one face which is totally reflected. If theta is 45 degrees, then the refractive index of the refraction will be equal to how much? The index of refraction of a glass will be equal to how much? यहाँ पर देखो ray of light ऐसा गिर गया फिर अंदर ही जा रही है, यानी critical angle हो रहा है, यानी your angle of incidence must be greater than c. इसे sin से multiply कर रहा हूँ, sin theta will be greater than of your sin of your c, यानी sin theta will be greater than 1 by mu, यानी mu value will be greater than 1 by sin theta. That means that will be equal to how much for me? 1 by sin of 45, angle of incidence दे रखा है. That means mu value will be equal to how much better? Mu value will be obviously greater than root 2, and mu value will be greater than 1.414. So obviously the answer for this one should be less than and equal to बोल रहा है greater than 1.414. Third option हो सकता है. Next one. A parallel beam of light is incident on a convex lens. They converge at a 0.5 centimeter on the other side of the lens. The ratio of maximum to minimum magnifying power of the glass will be equal to how much? ये आप लोग एक बार कर लीजिए बेटा. Question number 49 is again good question. For a radioactive nucleus, the mean life is T. The number of decay per unit time is N. At T is 0. The number of decays between 0 to T will be equal to how much? कोई दे सकता है क्या आंसर इसका? देख लीजिए. रेडियोएक्टिविटी के लिए डीके पूछ रहा है यहाँ पर बेसिकली. T is equal to 0 के पास एक्टिविटी कितना है बेटा? मेरे पास N है. कितना आ जाएगा? थोड़ा ऑप्शन दे रखा है आंसर इसका. 48 का देखो बेटा. 48 क्या बोला है? पैरेलल बीम ऑफ लाइट इज इंसिडेंट ऑन ए कॉन्वेक्स लेंस. ओके, ये हो गया मेरे पास कॉन्वेक्स लेंस.